Hello there. Firstly, I want to give a disclaimer. If you can hear baby coos in the background like that, it is because I've got Ellie here with me, but what can you do? I've got to just film when I can film. So, I said in my last video that I wanted to come back with an exciting project to kind of get myself back into reading after having a baby and not reading for very long. Yes, I did. And the way that I've decided to do that, as a lot of you will already know because I'm pretty late on this bandwagon, the Booker Prize long list was announced I think 2 weeks ago now perhaps, and as soon as I saw it I was impressed because it was very diverse, and me and the Booker Prize have had a funny relationship over the past few years. I think a lot of the time the books are very male centric and they're very white, middle class. They tend to be in that realm, whereas this year I think the judges have really made an effort to pick diverse books about different cultures that deal with different topics and are largely written by debut authors, and there are quite a few female authors in there as well as authors of colour and authors of pretty diverse backgrounds looking at a range of really quite diverse subjects, and I was really impressed by this. And yes, in a way I think it's come way too late, but I also thought I would like to support the effort, because I think if people support an effort like this, then there's more chance that prizes will start to branch out like this. So I decided that this year I would read the Booker long list. Now that might not sound very exciting to a lot of people who do this every year, but I've never actually picked up all the long listed books, certainly not in advance of the winner being announced. I've sort of waited to see which books get where, and I might be more likely to pick up a book because it's been shortlisted or long listed, but I haven't particularly gone out of my way to read the entire catalogue. However, pretty much every novel on the list this year sounded quite exciting to me, and I thought, do you know what? What would make more sense while I'm looking after a newborn baby than to read all of the books? I mean, you know, why wouldn't I do that? So at first I was going to hope to read them by the time the shortlist is announced, which I believe is happening on the 15th of September or around then, but let's be frank, that was just never going to happen. So what I've decided to do instead is to read the long list hopefully by the time that the winner is announced in November, which is, it's kind of irritating because obviously I don't know what books are going to be shortlisted. I have no idea going into them. I'm trying to pick the books that I think might not be shortlisted to read first, because obviously the desire to read the long listed books that aren't shortlisted is probably going to wane a little by the time that the shortlist is actually announced. So I'm trying to premeditate which books are going to be shortlisted basically, and hopefully I'll have the relevant books left still to read after September, but even if not, you know, it's not the end of the world. So I digress. Long story short, I'm going to be reading the Booker long list this year. I haven't got all the books here, but I will go through the ones that I have already got. I've ordered all the ones that I could. 2 of them I think are not out yet, but I will order them as and when. So I've got Shuggie Bain by Douglas Stuart, Real Life by Brandon Taylor, Burnt Sugar by Avni Doshi, yeah, Apeirogon, Apeirogon I think, by Colum McCann, This Mournable Body by Tsitsi Dangarembga, I think, The Shadow King by Maaza Mengiste, and finally I have The Mirror and the Light by Hilary Mantel. So that, as I say, those are the ones that I've got so far. They aren't all of them obviously. I've got a few more set to arrive in the post that I just couldn't wait for anymore, so I'm going to just crack on, and then obviously I'll buy the ones that haven't yet been released as they are released. So yeah, that's all really. I'm really excited about it, and I don't know how I'm going to update, whether I'll probably do every month Booker update video, and yeah, let's just get into it and see how it goes. Please let me know down below if you are also reading the long list and what books you are particularly excited about, and I will see you next time. Bye!